So I wanted to chop these up for a real good reason. Obviously, people have to go through and look at their horses. They're like, well, I don't want to go through a 20-minute video looking for trainers and horses. So Jason only had one horse left. I did Jason's barn. We're now at Harry's barn and Kevin's barn. The only two left right now. Harry's barn, let's start with Casanova's Jewel. I had made reference to him training the other day. He just didn't look comfortable schooling the other day. He schooled. He was okay. He just doesn't look comfortable on the track. And as I said to one of our clients, Jason, last night that called, I've absorbed a lot of shares of Casanova's Jewel. I'm going to do what's right. And listen, I might be wrong sometimes, but I'm always going to stick up. I've said this time and time again, and I'll say it again and again and again. I'll always stick up for horses that want to do their work. And Casanova's Jewel has never shied away from work. He's just not real good at it right now. So we're going to give him some time off, send him out to the field this week. Final answer is not with Harry now. He went to Jared to swim. I'd mentioned that in an earlier video. The out-of-town trainers, final answer is up with Jared swimming now. Just a tad. Didn't look great the other night, but he was really overmatched. Gonna have to get some class for him also. Much like Delcrest Star Angel, there's nowhere to hide this guy now. So I'm thinking maybe 15 condition claimer on Friday night at Grand River, see if we can get him into the swing of things. He actually looked like he trotted well, so let's try and build on that. We'll get an easy spot for Just a Tad this coming Friday night. Screaming Hawk is back now. He just arrived in the barn, just was shod today. We're going to start training him back, much like Casanova's Jewel. Just trying to get this horse back into a spot where we can race him consistently, comfortably. So Screaming Hawk is back now. Sunshine's Finest, I gave everybody an update. He's going to get that operation. First, they were going to do it for sure. Then they were leaning away from it. Now they're going to do it for sure. On Tuesday morning, Sunshine's Finest is going to head to the University of Guelph with two other horses, Sunshine and Shade, to get checked over, have that splint bone taken out, and Forged in Fire to get his throat checked. Those horses are going to head to University of Guelph for three very different reasons. Sunshine's Finest is going to get his operation on Tuesday, and he will begin his healing process after Tuesday, after the screw goes in that fragment, after the vet is done, and I talk to the surgeon. At that point, I will update everybody. I know everybody's like, well, what do you think? I don't know. He'll make it back. I think both the vet and the surgeon are fairly confident at this point he will race again. He'll come back, and he'll probably come back to decent form. For those of you worried about putting screws in the cannon bone, Always Be Mickey. I forgot his name 2 weeks ago. Fastest horse on the planet, probably one of the best horses ever to look through a bridle, had screws in both his hind cannon bones when he took that mark of 46 and a bit. So that bone can absorb a lot. This injury was not a racetrack injury. This was it looks like the race bike was dragging behind him and bang, gouged him and broke that fragment out. I'm going to screw that back in. If all goes well on Tuesday, I should be able to have some sort of definitive game plan moving forward, a timetable for you and the clients of Sunshine's Finest. So Sunshine in, I talked to a lot of clients, made a video about it, sent an email out about it. Since the fair question was, can a horse not react well to Lasix? Yes. I don't think this is the case here. First start off 2 weeks on Lasix. Mario came first over. It was a bad drive. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Mario didn't know the filly that well. She was getting a little grabby in a hole, and he moved her over. You can't move this mare first over. Certainly can't move her over at 7 trillion to 1 into a 4-5 favorite. She called it a night, and that was that. Then we take her down to London. Colin drove her very conservatively and finished third. Raced okay. And then last night, it wasn't really Jody's fault. I could see how the race planned out. I know at the quarter pole, Jody wishes he had a left out with her and he would have been in the 2 hole. He didn't. He was thinking, check, get some money. Keep in mind, the favorite is Sporty Tory. Jody's looking to get somewhere in behind that filly and covered up. Instead, he ended up parked the whole way and didn't finish up well. But I suspect she'll find, I've made a decision, I'm not going to the Sharp Series with her next Sunday in Clinton. I'm going to go to the Condition Claimer in Grand River. It worked well for Buckingham, the class above that, and I suspect it'll work very well for Sunshine Ian also. For those of you, I had a gentleman email me today, a client made a very fair request, said, listen, I think we should work on getting her right and race her at Mohawk. No, we're not doing that. There's no class for her at Mohawk right now. There's no place where she's going to be 9-5, 4-5, or 9-1 for that matter. And though they only go for $5,200 in the condition claimer, when you look at Buckingham the other day, a couple of starts in that class, and she might actually do in the grassroots. She might actually do, she could have raced in the grassroots, some of those divisions in London. So not the way she was. The way she looks now, she probably could. So put some confidence, put some wins under the belt, get some confidence under the horses, and then put them in where we want them to go. So a couple of starts in a condition claimer isn't going to hurt her or any other horse in this barn. So Sunshine Ian's going to find herself Friday in the 15 condition claimer, now known as a 12 life, which I think she'll do very, very well in. Warrawee Ultra schooled awesome the other day. Very, very good schooler. Very happy with the way this filly looked. I don't know what her odds are for Tuesday, but she'll give them all they want in that class. And Warrawee Ultra looked like a real nice filly on what day she school? Tuesday, Monday she looked great. And then we'll get into the babies, but Harry's babies are Capistrano, Giddy Up Delight, Trafalgar, Utopian, all trained on Friday and all trained good. So that's Harry's barn. I'll be right back in a minute with Kevin's barn. And then we'll get to the babies, and that'll be that. Be right back in a minute with Kevin McMaster's barn.